quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Titans and the Steelers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 30. As a result, the drive continues. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. Incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A.J. Dillon his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 4. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And some room to run now. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. In motion right here comes Johnson. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Olave. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
And I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of Well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert on first down now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards. And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out to the right here to Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop the guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Ball again on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Give up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A give running right is Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Dillon on the counter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Give to Hall running right. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. A handoff for Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. They'll run. It's Hall. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Hall. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Breece Hall With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Steelers down by 7. A minute 37 remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Throwing, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Herbert to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That's caught by Pitts and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
19 strikes. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. 18 Rangers.
They'll run here with Hall. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on first down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late time.